Hello there, Scrumptious Cookie. I do love and appreciate you. I want you to know I've done a survey poll for HEX expectations. Very important. Now, why is this important? It's because you can gather information sometimes. You just get a feel for where the crowd expects the price to go. It can be used to deduce information. You get an idea of people's average clip size, of the price they expect, of their hope levels, and you might be able to protect yourself. Luckily, you have a friend who even taught you this, because if there are 200,000 people out there and the majority of them expect, say, a 100x in anything, well, you know, oh my gosh, if you all think 100x is high, that means you all think that 50x to 30x should not be bought. That's what they're telling you, okay? So you can deduce all this from this. So once again, if there's 100x a price away, right? So we're here, okay? So here is 30x, okay? Here's 30x and here's 50x. So if the crowd says to you, oh, I want to sell 100x. Why do you want to sell 100x? It's because you think 50 to 30 is not good for buying. So what they want to do is they want to offload it to emotional money. Yes, they want to dump on everyone. That the crowd, remember, everybody wants to dump on everyone. You go, okay, well, where are the buyers coming from? You go, oh, there's going to be new people. Yeah, but who's going to recruit those new people? It's everybody within the community, and they're going to give them the targets. You are not going to be recruiting people on average with 1000x expectations when they're coming in at 10x. All right. Now, there will be people like that, of course, but that's not how the game works. The game of speculation doesn't work like that. You can try it and learn the hard way. All right. So I don't really care. Now, I have this poll here, and I want to let you know, friends, everything I say on my channel, make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Everything I say, firstly, 1, means nothing. 2, I'm a peanut brain. 3, Richard Hart can tweet 1 sentence, all right? And he can literally send my opinion to 0. Right now, my opinion, out of 100 friends, it's 1, all right? My opinion's worth nothing. Literally, it's 1 out of 100. 1 for entertainment, all right? Richard Hart, all he has to do is go, HEX did a 10,000x in the last bull market. There you go. I go to 0. Everyone's expectations like, sweet, we're nowhere near done. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That's fine. I don't really care, friends. But do you think, let me tell you something. I literally get to sit on a squeaky chair all day having fun with you, friends. Do you think I was listening to other people when I went all in here? Do you think I was listening to other people when I went all in again with the tiny breadcrumbs I had? Do you think I was listening to other people when I said up here, hey, rotate your garbage altcoins, every single one, go to it right now and rotate it all to treasure. Rotate it now before they drop further than you think. That's what I was doing. I go, it's hard, the altcoin season's done. It hurts. If I listened to people, I would have gotten nowhere, friends. All right. Now, I want you to know this survey right now is actually very interesting because it tells you no new information. You're like, what do you mean? What do you mean no new information? Well, already, all right, there's only 518 votes, but before I started the poll, all right, so I have a poll. Where do you think HEX will finish December 2024 in a year from now? Where do you think it's going to finish? So, you know, do you think it's going to be below 10 cents? This is combined HEX, by the way, EHEX and PHEX, you know? That's 5x or up to 15x or up to 50 or up to 250x, all right? This is at the end of next year. Now, interesting, if you do the average of all these, right, you find the median, right? So you find the median of 250x and 50x. What you'll find is the middle is about 120x. All right. Now, if you got an even distribution of this, roughly, of these numbers, it basically tells you the crowd hasn't changed their expectations of the initial 100x. Now, this is so important because what I found is PulseX, and HEX This is just me, right? I'm just telling you. No matter how I ask the question, when I say, what price do you think Pulse is going to land at? Or how high do you think PulseX has got to go? Or even on my YouTube community channel, friends, I've got surveys. I'm like, how high does this need to go to justify your pain? I asked it in different ways. I even say, okay, what price do you think HEX is going to finish it this year? Interesting. It's still the same number everywhere. Everyone wants a 100x from today. Everyone on average. Of course, you got the 1000x copers. You've got the 0x copers. All right. Isn't it fascinating? No matter how I ask the question, the crowd, everyone's like, no, 100x, 100x. Well, that's okay, friends. You know, I can make videos all day and it doesn't really matter. I'm not changing anything, man. I know, friends, do you honestly think any words can change people's emotions? They can't. Try to feel bad when you have your pants off and there's glitter everywhere. You're eating pizza. Who invited these girls? They're staying extra. No one paid them for the extra hours. Do you think you can process risk in your brain at that point? Do you? No, you can't. Let me ask you this question too. When FTX was collapsing and I was telling you bottoms in over and over and over again, do you think even me saying the bottoms in, I myself couldn't process happiness? You understand? Zero libido, shrivelage, not working, didn't want to get out of bed. My slippers, left them under the bed, friends. I couldn't even look at them. You understand? That's the pain. So not everyone is going to act. But markets being markets, some people will. Why? Because they've been crushed too many times. They go, aha, the happy time, hey? Unfortunately, you have to be a skeptic because we've got to buy low and sell high. Buy in the depression, sell in the euphoria, right? So buy when everyone's sad, sell when everyone's happy. That's the game, man. So I love going through these surveys and figuring this out. Isn't this beautiful? See, HEX community think, is it bearish? No, it's not, bro. Habib, let me crank you. I'm going to crank you some cranky music, all right? You think 30 to 100x is bad? Let me tell you about a community called Extremely Wrecked Poop. It's shortened to XRP. XRP community, all right, are still coping from 2,135 days ago when XRP hit $3. Do you understand? And XRP have a colossal, huge target. You know what their colossal, huge target is? See, what's interesting is, I don't even want to say this because I feel bad, but there are really good-hearted people out there and they don't even know that they all have the same target in XRP. I can see it. It's why, because XRP is in a bubble. They don't look at everybody else, but it's all around $8 to $9. Friends, there's another dude out there. You know BCB, blockchain backer. He literally said, if XRP hits $9, I'm going to host a beach party and everybody's invited for free. I'll cover the whole day for just XRP community. Literally, all alcohol, all inclusive. So that's his euphoric moment. How high is that, friends? 14x. 14x? You're going to host a party? Like, that's euphoria to you? If we go down minus 60% below that, you get about $3.80, right? Now, it doesn't look that much on a log chart, does it? But if I show it to you like this, now it does. This is where everybody is expecting XRP. This is where the poo-poo zone is, okay? Now, the poo-poo zone, I'll keep changing the name, but the poo-poo zone is where you actually got to act. And no one's going to act. Why are they going to act? They go, how dare you think our coin, our community, who beat the SEC, who's been around for all these years, who have a giant Ripple building, who are getting CBDCs, how dare you believe that we're only going to hit around here? Well, friends, I don't believe, I don't know anything. I'm just telling you at that point, it's risky. That's all I'm saying. What does it's risky mean? It means at this point, at a 100% XRP allocation is the wrong allocation. That's what I'm telling you, okay? At this point, 100% XRP is wrong. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now, you might decide, is it going to be, I don't know, 95.5 to USD? or, 80, 20 USD. Only you can decide that. I can't decide any of this. Go buy bonds, go listen to a financial advisor, and go lose all your money to inflation for the next 10 years, okay? I'm just telling you, having all in there is wrong. Just like I'm saying, at Bitcoin 80,000, being 100% all in BTC at that point, saying, okay, I'm still in for the next 12 to 18 months. I'm not doing anything, even though everybody's got their pants off. Jim Cramer's gone for 300K. Even at that point, 100% is the wrong allocation, right? Now, I made videos so many times. I told you at the bottom here, I said 86% USD is the wrong allocation. Why? That's because what everybody was in. That's what all the other influencers were in, okay? So there's so much information here to deduce, all from these beautiful, cute polls. And, it doesn't really matter what everyone's doing, friends. But look, friends, do you honestly think, this is the funny part, do you honestly think people give a damn about what I say and this poll when the green candles are here and they're dreaming about another car or a mansion? Oh my gosh, now I actually get to retire because now I get to sell the top and I had to go back to get a job. Do you think they're going to care about it? No, they're not going to care about my words, all right? I want to remind you of something. 1 year ago, across many surveys, all right, so here, 1 year ago, across many surveys, HEX expectation for December of 2023, so December this year, the average expectation of HEX was 25 cents. I remember that. We had all the ranges and it was 25 cents. All right. Now, I remember even thinking, wow, even if we get half of that, that's amazing. We didn't get half of it, friends. We got minus 90%. Now, of course, the year's not finished. We could still finish half. We could go to 15 cents, 7x by the end of the year. We could. But right now, minus 90%. Okay. So I've drawn a picture. I've already shown you when it came to what everybody expected. So, friends, I'm not doing anything. Just telling you what you all think. That's it. Okay. It's not FUD or bullish. I'm just telling you, okay, there's 200,000 of you and the majority of you think 100x or think of zero. That's it. That's what I do with Bitcoin crowd. It's the same thing. All right. Now, this is what everyone expected. Okay. Everyone expected to finish 25 cents by this year. Okay. Instead, we went completely polar opposite. And instead of 25 cents, total HEX went and hit down minus 96% below the expectation. All right. That's how low we went. Ouch. Now, I hope we finish the end of the year at 5 cents. It's kind of like, oh, well, the crowd's wrong by, an 80 factor of 5. But it's still big, man. See, friends, everything I'm talking to you about is true, right? Well, you weren't here. Of course you were here. PulseX wasn't launched, right? Now you say, oh, but the corrupt SEC, it doesn't matter. We were down here with the corrupt SEC, friends. So before the SEC, we were here. The SEC happened end of July, here. So we were literally here. Look at that. Look at that deviation. Before the SEC, we were here. That's huge, man. See, that's big. All right. Now, the crowd got it really, really, really wrong. But you got to be careful because the crowd's not always going to be wrong. They're just wrong at the extremes. It's just we didn't know we're on the extreme. All right. Now, it's funny, also sad. We thought the bear market was over. No, we just got a delayed bear market. Now, when it comes to these, what about walking forward? Well, if you do the numbers, all right, now I'm just going to look at, remember, I'm going to imagine this chart is real HEX, combined HEX, okay? Imagine it's real combined HEX. Now, everybody expects up here, everyone expects $2. That's what everyone expects. Everyone expects, oh wow, somehow, oh my God, really? Everyone expects this. Okay, that's just, I'm not even making it up. Everyone expects just an up only, and we go to that. Well, just telling you, okay, based off, you can't get upset, based off what's happened before, you want to say, all right, well, if the crowd is wrong by 90%, again, they're too bullish by a percent factor of 90%, then you get a 20-cent HEX at the end of next year. That's the reality here. That's going to be one little flag here, okay? But you might also say, okay, what about if they're not wrong by a factor of 10? Maybe they're right to a factor. Maybe instead of 90%, there's like a 50% factor. Okay, it's $1 here. All right. So there you go. I mean, that is what the crowd expects when it comes to HEX in 1 year from now. Of course, friends, though, we have to be intellectually honest. Hey, what if the crowd is too bearish? What if 100x is only just a start? Well, Yeah, look, I'm being completely honest with you. Yeah, we could go to $5. Yeah, we could. I'm just telling you, though, I have conditions for $5 HEX. And one of those conditions, I made videos about this. I said, hey, before you want me to get on board, and everybody else, by the way, including you, by the way, not just me, including you, before you want me to get on board with a $5 HEX, you would non-negotiable to me, you have to reclaim your fib level of 30 cents before any time's like up, basically. Like, we got to get there fast. We got to get there fast because this is where everybody's going to be screwing around, screwing up. We need to like do enough screwing around there, get people out, get the copers out. Remember, this is the break-even point, friends. This is where that price zone, 25 to 30 cents, that's the PulseX price zone. And it's the fib level. It's such a coincidence, right? That's where people, remember, think about this. PulseX, what happened? People put their money in, sacrifice, minus 90%. Destroyed. All right. Now, I don't care if you say, oh, it's not destroyed because the price got, I don't care. All right. Go ask every single person. They're embarrassed. All right. Go talk to your family members. Go, wow, hey, aren't you glad I got you into PulseX? So don't do this BS about, oh, it's still great. It's still great. Don't do this BS with anybody. All right. Not going to work. All right. We're here to be honest. All right. Now, at the PulseX sacrifice, coincidentally, it was here, friends. Just to let you know, this is actually the real part. It's also the fib level. And it's also the point where people did the biggest regret of the past 2 years. Now, is it fair to say no? Because they probably would have lost their money somewhere else. Leverage gambling, buying JPEGs, doing something else. I know it's not the real biggest regret, but I don't care what really reality is. I care how they feel. We're speculating, you understand? We're guessing. We're trying to get into the mind of the consumers here. Trying to get in the mind of people. Now, people feel like PulseX was the biggest freaking regret of their life the past 2 years because they thought it was going to go 100x up. It went minus 90% down. They thought they were going to avoid the bear market. No, they got an extended bear market and they feel complete embarrassment. Now, that means at that point, whether I say it or not, I'm not even here to argue. I'm telling you right now, this point will be the point where everybody thinks twice. Not 50 cents. It's going to be this fib level. They're going to think twice. Now, it is possible though, all right, just to let you know, it is possible that it goes up, we have one big fat dip, and then we zip right up. That is possible. That has happened in Cardano and a few other coins. But that's where you roll the dice. Now that's where you have to say, okay, out of 500 coins, 5 of them did that. 495 didn't. All right. Now, that's why, of course, look, if we didn't believe, friends, we wouldn't be in here. But that's where you got to think about, all right, based on the fundamentals, and look, I'm going to be honest, is Richard Hart going to buy? Is there a secret strategy with the sacrifice funds? I don't know, right? Is he going to make up a smart contract where he owns all the coins, he grabs all the sacrifice funds through 100 wallets anonymously, and then he uses that to pump the price? That's one alternative, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like basically he's doing a share buyback, but he's not doing it in an obvious way because if he just bought the coin, everyone's like, oh, there's no more treasury left. I'm out. See ya. Okay, so he's not going to do that. So that's where we're all guessing. We don't know right now, and I promise you right now, as the new year pushes on, you're going to forget this video. You're going to forget everything. But this is where my mind is. Okay, my mind's already just years ahead. Okay, the game right now, this is nothing, friends. This is nothing. Okay, so once we get to this point, those people who told their wife, their family and friends they've retired, but then had to go back and get a job in the bear market because they trusted Richard, those type of people, as vocal as they seem on Twitter and YouTube, they're going to be clicking sell in the background. You understand? They're going to be clicking sell and they're going to achieve for higher prices. I've seen wallets. I know people. I'm not going to name names. You understand? And it's not HEX community, just it everywhere. All right, well, friends. Even Celsius revealed some bad things about Bitcoin maxis. They had $500,000 targets and they were selling. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of, it's just what the game happens. Okay, and trust me, let me tell you something. Right? No one, and I mean no one, is going to be bearish here. No one, because that's the first pit stop. Because that's the place where everyone goes, well, we had to get here to screw around before we launch. That's the rocket launch pad, all right? What's going to happen from there? I don't know. That's why I tell you, whatever happens from here, it's probably more to do with Lady Bitcoin than it has to do with Hex and Pulse Chain and Rich and Hart. That's what I'm saying. So I hope we get blown expectations, friends. Every day. Like, for instance, you think I care about being right? I don't care about being right. I want to make money. You understand? We're here to make money. I didn't care about being right. If you want to prove me wrong, sweet. Go up to your fib, screw around for next year, and then when Bitcoin breaks 70K, send it up to $2. Otherwise, you know exactly what time it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all friends. I do love and appreciate every single one of you. Catch you soon.